In this video, I'm gonna show you the simplest and easiest way to host your own n8n instance without any technical experience and do something actually useful with it. Get YouTube transcripts to feed them into our LLMs, which creates so many possibilities for automations and SaaS ideas. So let's begin. We're gonna use something called Railway, which helps us to host anything, including n8n. We're gonna get a hobby account for just $5 instead of n8n's $24 one, and you can do a lot more projects with it. Then it's even simpler than posting on Instagram. Just click on New and select Templates, and if you don't see n8n right away, search for n8n and click on the most popular one. Then click on the primary one and go to Settings. You see this an URL under Networking? Just click on it and there you have it, your own n8n instance. So just create an account with your email, and then we're gonna just skip this and get it started. And then we can create our very first workflow. I'm gonna name it YouTube Transcriber AI. Before we continue, we have a Patreon community to share projects and clone links to Flow and source code and share exclusive Build With Me videos like this one, where we create a promotions automation together with n8n and Flow. So if you wanna get all of these and also support our two channels, consider joining. So our first node is an n8n form, which is the easiest way to get input from the user. Here we define the title and possibly a description for the form, and then tell n8n what do we want from the user. So we give the field name and a placeholder. Now that we have this form thing set up, copy this test URL and execute it. Now, if we open this URL, we can see a very simple form submission page. And then if we check n8n, we can see a new form being submitted. We're just gonna use this pinning option at the top. This way we can use the same data over and over, and we don't have to submit the same URL multiple times. Now, how do we get the YouTube content? The video's title, description, and the thumbnail. So we're gonna search for HTTP request and just drag and drop this URL into URL and execute it. Be aware, it might be a bit intensive. It can take a bit of time and make the UI a bit slow for a while, but don't worry. Next, we're gonna extract all the content from this HTTP request response. So search for HTML and select extract HTML content. And just to be safe, I'm just gonna put data to JSON property again. And here we first tell n8n what kind of output we need. First, we need the title. And how do we get the title? By putting this string meta and the name is title. And set return value to attribute and just put content into attribute. Next one, we need the description. So the key is description and the CSS selector is pretty similar. Just change title. Again, the same stuff, put content into attribute. And next one is the thumbnail. So the key, we put image and we can get the image like this. And we need the content again. And let's execute this step. And this is really nice on n8n. We can get immediate responses and feedback by executing each step. Beautiful. We have the title, we have the description, and we have this image, which is our thumbnail. Let's pin the data. And now that we have the title, description, and the thumbnail, there is one last step for this tutorial. How do we get the transcript of the video? So this time, if we search for transcript or transcriber, anything, we can't really find anything. So that means we need an external API. So I just searched for YouTube transcriber, and the first one sounds legit and super easy to use. So we get the API key and how to use it. It's actually super useful. I'm just gonna copy this section up to URL equals to and head back to n8n and make an HTTP request. And we need to set the query parameters like this. So I'm just gonna delete the URL and put URL into the query parameters section and drag and drop the URL into this value section. And then we need to specify some headers. So I'm just gonna copy X API key into name and copy our API key into value. And that should be it. Let's run it. Oh, we have a small issue over here. It's picking on our HTML request. You know what? We can make it super optimized by branching it out, so they run in parallel. Now we run it again, and it worked. As you can see, we have a contents list, which is all that I said in the video. This is not that useful to us. We need to create one unified string out of all of these contents. For that, we need a custom function. So search for function and select code. And we're gonna put this piece of code to put everything together and execute this step. And we can see we have a result, which is our full YouTube transcript. Okay, and at the end, we wanna have everything together. So we're gonna use aggregate, and we're gonna put all the needed outputs and connect our code into aggregate and also put our results. And I wanna give it a proper field name. So put transcription into the name and put result into the value. Now it's gonna execute everything. Now we have everything from the video. This can be used for automations like promotions for the YouTube video, which we just did on our Patreon community, or feed it into an AI and try to talk to the video. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment and join our community. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive video to the end. See you in the next one.